Good morning everyone, I'm Jeff Higgins. This TC Winston update was brought to you by Higgins Storm Chasing Premium Membership. Sign up for affordable, reliable, accurate weather guidance by becoming a member. Alright, let's head over here and have a look at the latest visible satellite imagery of Tropical Cyclone Winston. He is almost no longer a tropical cyclone and is heading into very cold water, well not very cold, but cold enough water below cyclone thresholds to keep him as intense as what he has been and developed. There's also a lot of vertical wind shear, upper level winds, which has ripped the top half of the cyclone off towards the southeast, and we expect Winston to continue to track to the west and northwest in coming days. We'll show you that shortly, and remain below a tropical cyclone strength. All right, if we move on over here to some of the latest computer model guidance, here you can see the winds. This is for Saturday. You can see that ex-tropical cyclone Winston is still a subtropical low, and we expect him to be well off the southeast Queensland coast on Saturday. However, effects will still be felt along the coast. You can see here that as we progress on, he hangs around, becomes very slow moving. There's a little bit of differential at the moment whether he continues to track to the northwest parallel with the Queensland coastline there. Just remember, he doesn't have any chance of developing. He'll be in a weakening mode and is from today over near Norfolk. So I just need to really get that out there, that it's just going to be a low level circulation centre, which is basically like a surface low. You can see here too that some rain and squally showers may flick off the system from the east and impact the southeast Queensland coastline from Fraser Island south to Coolangatta, and this is the areas we'll be focusing on any effects from him at all. You can see there as we scroll on the timeline, GFS model continues to push him up here with next to limited or no effects into early next week. If we move over here to the EC model, you can see positioning on Saturday is still reasonable. It's probably a little bit further away from the coast on Saturday than the other model, GFS, but you can still see these wind streams are ripping in here from the southeast as the pressure between the high pressure here and the low gets squeezed up. We're in the meat sandwich, I guess you could say. If we scroll on there, this is the model that forecasts that XTC Winston lingers off southeast Queensland here. Now, if this happens, if the longer that he stays out there with these southeasters driving into the coast, there's a few things. More likely to have some showers and possible rain areas along the coast in time, and the swell will remain high. I'll move on to the swell shortly, but of course anything that sits out here for a prolonged period influences our weather here in southeast Queensland, and will no doubt feel the effects for longer if this be the scenario. But we'll update again on late Saturday or Sunday for what happens after that. If we move on here and have a look at the forecast tracks from Tropical Tidbits, you can see he's currently located over here near Norfolk Island, and he is tracking towards the west-southwest. Is expected to then turn and track up the North Queensland coast here, or the Queensland coastline. That's using the GFS. Again, it's similar to GFS. We just don't know if he might linger around here a little bit longer, and some of the models are certainly saying that. You can see he's going from a 991, 994, 95, and then 1,000. So he is weakening and would be classed as a subtropical low because he's now out of the tropics and he's over cold water or cooler water and has a lot of wind shear to contend with. If we move on over here to the wind streamlines from BSCH, this is close to the surface there on Saturday morning. Saturday morning, very late Friday night and Saturday morning is when we expect this southeast surge to come through. It'll have winds. It may have a burst of shower activity. We don't quite know yet about the showers, but the main thing will be the winds. Exposed coasts from Coolangatta to Fraser Island, including Fraser Island, may have winds up to 70 k's an hour, gusts. off here at Cape Morton and some of the offshore islands out here where they're more exposed, we may see a 100k gust out there as well. It's not completely unusual to have stronger winds off here at Cape Morton, but I think we'll certainly feel the effects along the coast. You can see here that his centre is a fair way offshore there. I think if I bring it over to 4 p.m, I can pick him up at 4 p.m. on Saturday. We're getting very close to his centre out here, so it's still a low-level circulation centre. These winds are at about less than 1,000 feet that I'm showing you here. So 40 knots there, you double that, so it's close to 80 k's an hour along the coast here. So I do expect that Saturday is going to be quite a rough and windy day, and this may extend on into Sunday as well as the system lingers around. Now there's also something that I'd like to show you over here. This is the swell forecast from coastalwatch.com. This is for the Gold Coast, and you can see that there's quite an incredible swell coming during Saturday, up to 12 foot or feet. That's good 4 metre swell coming in. So beach conditions are expected to be dangerous, very rough. So I'd be very, very careful if I were you going down to the beaches on Saturday and Sunday, anywhere from Fraser Island south to Coolangatta, because there will be a lot of rips, a lot of water moving around, and we're already starting to see some of the beaches being closed yesterday. I do expect this to continue, and possibly all beaches be closed on Saturday from Fraser Island south. It just depends on what conditions are like. I'm sure the Surf Lifesaving will monitor this closely. Any of you guys heading out for a surf, good luck, have fun, but be very careful. I know you guys are experienced, but there's still an element of danger out there. Right, that's enough from me. We'll now update. Next update will be Sunday, I believe. We'll see what he's caused, what he's done, what he's doing. And don't forget to head over to our website and sign up. You get a lot more information off our premium membership than you will on Facebook. All right, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.